Hello F1 Universe and welcome to the Formula 1 Paddock Pass podcast. My name is F1 Luke Sam and with me I have the two co-hosts F1 Hannah and F1 Karlo. We are three unique individuals who share love for the same sport, Formula 1. Today, come with us on a trip to Hard Rock Stadium where the Miami Grand Prix will be held. We will give our own thoughts as well as our overthought predictions, which are all going to happen because we never make a mistake. Then Hannah will expose myself and Karlo with 5 questions for F1 trivia. To end, we will listen to your voice in a segment we like to call the Listeners Team Radio. So without further ado, get your passes out and let's enter the paddock. Paddock pass accepted. Please enjoy this episode. So let's get straight into it. Miami this week, how are we feeling?
I'm so excited.
Very, very excited.
I think it's new, it's exciting, like there's a bit of controversy around it, but I'm excited about it.
Yes.
I mean, the track is really big. It's, well, I wouldn't say long, but I would say wide. I've done a few laps on it on Assetto Corsa, which it might not be that wide, but from what I've seen, it looks like a very wide track. To me, it kind of wants to be Monaco and Yas Marina, but, you know, we've got Monaco and Yas Marina at home, so they've given us this.
Yeah.
Have you guys had a look at the track?
Yeah, I've had a quick look.
I'm purposely not looking at it, I think, because I just want to see it for the first time at practice.
Okay.
I've seen the onboard that they posted about a year ago, but other than that, I haven't seen anything. Maybe I should look at it beforehand. Maybe it might be a good idea.
Yeah, it seems like a good racetrack. However, like it looks like there's only really 1 or 2 main overtaking areas. I'm not sure. Or Luke, you said you've like driven the track. Like, where do you think the best overtaking areas are likely to be? Is there a main one, or is there just like little half-hearted areas?
I say that it's got 1.5 overtaking spots, but 2.5 if you include the pit lane. Anyone who undercuts and overcuts will have the best opportunity at overtaking. I think the last turn, so the back straight is so long.
It's very long.
Extremely long, but it goes into a hairpin. The last turn is a hairpin, and it's got a miniature right-hander after that, but I'm not going to count that as a turn. So we could see some dives up there. Otherwise, turn 1's half an opportunity. I don't know if we'll see much overtaking.
I'm sure Danny Rick will have a dive bomb.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
We haven't seen it in a long time, to be fair.
Yeah.
Do another Baku.
three cars in one corner.
I
love that clip. I watch it a lot.
Yeah.
Well, McLaren's got better, so you never know. We could see a couple Ricardo dive bombs.
True.
Hopefully see.
Maybe on Lando Norris.
Yeah. I'm really intrigued to see how the McLarens are going to do, because obviously they weren't the best the first couple of races, and then we were on the podium. I'm saying we, as if like I'm half the team. And then McLaren were on the podium, which is like, obviously a win would be better, but like that's kind of like the peak that we've seen them in the last like 10 years.
Yeah.
Are they going to continue on that, or are we going to go back to basics like we were at the start of the season? I'm really intrigued, actually.
Yeah.
I think they'll just be behind Mercedes, to be fair. In my opinion, with their car, I think they're going to be around like the 4th fastest car. Because, and I think if they get the setup right, they could actually be next to Mercedes, maybe even in front. Because I do believe right at the start of the season in Bahrain, it was just a one race like mishap. They didn't,
because of their brake ducts.
They just forget about that. Now they're actually where they should really be, like around that 3rd, 4th spot. And if Mercedes are still struggling with porpoising, and it's going to be a new track, it could be even worse. Because you see at Saudi Arabia with like a street circuit, high speeds, Mercedes, well, Hamilton didn't really have a good weekend. McLaren could really be up there.
I think we'll see McLaren as the 3rd fastest car. I'm really excited about that. The fastest car I think we're going to see is Red Bull. It's a high speed circuit, lots of high speed corners. They do it the best, let's be real.
Yes, and that's maybe though Ferrari are bringing in upgrades that they reserved from last week. They bring it into this week, so with that extra horsepower in, it could be a colossal fight at the front.
Yes, I'm excited to see that.
It could be really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I think Max Verstappen is an extremely talented driver, up there with Leclerc. So we could see a battle for the front with them two. You never really know. To me, if the car holds up, he should be up the front. He should be in front of Leclerc. But you never know, especially with a new circuit.
Yeah. Because when it comes to new circuits, it was especially like the recent ones in previous years. It's normally the most talented driver goes to the top. So I think there's a stat even, I'm not sure, but Hamilton has won every single new race there's been in the past like 5, 6, 7 years. And that's not just because it's a Mercedes, it's mainly because he is the most talented driver. He will find that extra speed around the corners which other guys couldn't like find. So I do think Verstappen, if it's just the cars are equal, Verstappen should be the fastest guy. However, anything could happen.
Yeah, exactly right. One thing I was looking forward to this weekend was, I don't know if you guys heard, the Team Principals Parade.
Oh yeah. No, but
it's been
did they not cancel it?
It's been cancelled, yeah. Why on earth have they decided to cancel that? I reckon that would be so good.
Yeah.
It's going to be better than the race.
Yeah. But now that that's not there, the thing I'm excited for the most is how Ricciardo's going to dress. Because we see how hard he goes at Coda. What do we think he's going to wear?
What is I don't. This might be a bit naive, but I know for like in Texas, it's like you can do the facial hair, all that. What is the Miami thing that he could do?
Miami look.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Miami's like I think it's the boating capital. So
okay,
you know, like the Pierre Gasly hat we saw on his Instagram.
Sailor. I was about to say.
Yeah.
I think just summer vibe.
So I'm gonna predict he turns up in his merch.
Really? I reckon we're gonna
my
see him in like a fedora or something, clean shaven, like white top, goes with the breeze. Maybe even some sandals. That'd be cool.
Goes with the breeze. Yeah.
I'm back in the sailor look. To be fair, comes in as like a full-on sailor, got their hat on and everything. All white though. I do like. He would be all white.
Navy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect.
That would be pretty cool. I would
love to see that.
Yeah. I just hope there's no photos of him in front of the fake water. What is going on there?
What is that?
It's a mare.
Like
from like a bird's eye view, you could actually believe it. But when you get closer, it just looks terrible. Like
it's like
surely.
Blurry as well.
Yeah.
I don't know whose idea that was. It's an advertising part of the track because it's in the paddock. It's like where they advertise. So there's a boat company that's decided to do that. And the FIA have said no to the Team Principals race, but yes to a fake marina.
It's just poor, man. It's poor. It's
not like it's impossible to get water there. There's pools that have water there. I don't get it. Maybe it's something to do with like the size of the boats. You can't really like I don't know what it could be.
Makes no sense.
I don't know how the boats are there if there's no water.
Yeah,
they just sat on the ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it
Maybe
a fake
the boats
boat?
are fake as well. Yes, the boats are fake as well.
Say, the boats are made of cardboard and the water is painted.
Yeah, there's a fake pier. Oh.
It's all a lie. It's all a lie.
I hope the winning driver does a belly flop into it.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
Danny Rick at Monaco.
To be fair, Miami wanted, I don't know if you saw the first proposed track for the race. Miami wanted it near the harbour.
By the beach.
Near Miami Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were told no. This is the next best thing. It's like, credit to them for doing that, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it really looks.
They thought if they couldn't go to the beach, they'll bring the beach to the track.
Yeah.
That's what they thought.
But in terms of predictions, we spoke a little bit about Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren. Yeah. I'll start mine off. I've put, and it said he's a talented driver and he should be at the front. I've put Max Verstappen P3. I've put Carlos Sainz P2.
Ooh.
And I've put Sergio Perez P1. It's going to be the weekend of the second drivers.
That's crazy. I didn't expect that from you.
No?
Interesting.
I rate
No.
Perez this year. Slowly but surely, I rate him more and more every single week.
Is there a reason why Perez is in front of Max? Or would it just be faster?
I don't think it'll be faster. Max will have to have some sort of problem, which is also
Yes.
why Leclerc's not up there. We know Ferrari's turning up their engine. I think that he might have a failure. Or like loss of power. Anything with the sort.
Yeah.
Red Bull have seen their hardship. I think we could see Ferrari have their hardship this week.
You'll hear his quote, "There's something wrong with the engine." It'll just bring back memories to Bahrain 2019 and just start crying again.
On the back of that, Carlo, what are your predictions?
Well, let me start with P3. I thought, you know what, new track, let me just throw one out there. I spoke about this guy earlier, Lewis Hamilton, P3.
Ooh!
Hamilton P3. P2, I'm putting Max Verstappen. And then P1, I'm putting Sergio Perez. Because I'm the Ferrari fan, but I think, just like you, Luke, I don't know if like we had the same thought process.
Yeah.
I'm afraid Ferrari will just be like terrible this weekend. They've brought all this like hype with, we're bringing all this new stuff. They didn't want to bring it to Imola because it was a sprint weekend. They wanted to have loads of practice sessions before Miami. But I just think it will be the opposite. And what they bring will have a negative effect on the car. And Red Bull will just continue their form from the 1-2. And Ferrari will just not be where they should be. And it will just be a bad weekend for the team. And then I think Hamilton, the experience. And I think Hamilton, you know, he does love America. And he is a 7-time world champion. He will come back. So I think this will be the weekend where he just bounces back, just smashes it out and comes P3.
Give Nico Rosberg nothing to say.
Yeah. Rosberg's
I would
silent.
like to see that.
Rosberg is silent.
And we're over to you, Nico Rosberg. And he's got nothing to say. Back to you guys.
Just stuttering. Whoa.
I was convinced you were going to say Leclerc in P1. That Perez had me a little bit shocked. So I'll ask you the same question. Perez. Why do you think Perez is going to beat Verstappen?
Yeah, and this is where I think this is just a long shot. It's going to be a pit stop issue with Verstappen. So Verstappen's actually going to be winning. But Perez will just be normally 2 to 3 seconds behind. And then it will be a pit stop error. Red Bull will try and bang out them 2.2 seconds with Verstappen. But it will be a long one, 10 seconds. It will even drop behind Hamilton. And then come back fast, Hamilton. I've got a long theory in my head. Then that's how it's going to end.
You think the Red Bull pit crew is going to have a mistake?
Yeah. That's what I think is going to happen.
Okay. Hannah, your predictions?
So, I'm going to go for P3, Charles Leclerc. I don't know why, I just think he's going to be there. P2, Carlos Sainz. So we're going to see a little switch in the Ferrari positioning. And then P1 I've put Verstappen. But you two both having Perez first. I did in my initial prediction have Perez P1, but I scrapped it.
What's made you change it?
I just thought realistically Verstappen is, unless Verstappen has a problem, Perez isn't going to be above him.
Yeah.
And I just don't see him having a problem this week. That's what I think.
What was
so
your
Verstappen
old prediction?
P1, Sainz P2, third Leclerc.
Okay. What was your old prediction? Can you remember it?
My old... yeah, I've got it written down. My old prediction was Perez P1, Alonso P2, and Verstappen P3. I was writing I wrote this out yesterday, and I thought, okay, Perez P1, I'm just going to go for it. And I was feeling on the edge. I was feeling I'm going to do something crazy. And then Alonso just came to my mind. And I was like, okay, it's a sign. I'm going to put Alonso down. But then I was I woke up and I thought, that's
crazy.
Ridiculous. I can't do that. So I changed it.
I think Alpine's destined for a podium this year. So you never know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If he gets a podium.
And to be fair, new track, the better drivers will go to the top, or the ones with the most experience. So Alonso is one of them. He could be up there.
Hamilton, Alonso, Vettel podium.
Imagine. Oh, bro, break the
Alonso
internet.
gets P2, I'm 100% clipping what I just said and pretending it was my
It was yours.
No, now that I think
That was
about
the
it,
original one.
I think Bottas is also going to do really well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's a good one, to be
Yeah.
fair.
I think we could see him
He's
top
a good
5.
one.
Well, thanks for the predictions. I look forward to seeing how they turn out and how they turn out for the championship. Really don't need Hannah getting any more points, do we, Karlo?
Oh, please
Which is
no.
good because mine is a bit different. So if I happen to be right, I am going to run away with it a little bit. But if you two are right,
We're
you
catching
back
you.
my
Pull you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, as the leader of the championship, you now have the honour of exposing myself and Karlo with some F1 trivia.
I do. So I've got a little 5-question quiz for you two. If you're at home, feel free to play along. We'd absolutely love to see how many you got. Let us know. Send us a DM. Get your pens and paper ready. Carlo and Luke, you don't have to get pens and
I was
paper.
gonna say.
Don't worry. Are you guys ready?
No.
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh.
Okay, so question 1. Which racing team has the record for winning the most races in an F1 season?
Oh, easy.
Ooh.
No, I'm kidding. That's not
Luke,
easy.
what
I
do
don't
you
know.
I was
I
gonna
don't know.
like, wait, what?
Well, I think there's 2 to choose from. I'm going to
Okay.
pick Ferrari.
Okay.
Now, this is what I'm thinking. It could be Ferrari. There's 4 options in my head. Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, and a McLaren, like, back in the day when Senna and Prost won, like, I don't know,
Oh.
90% of the races. So I feel like it might be them, but then, yeah, I'm going to go for McLaren back in the day.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so the answer is Mercedes.
Oh, that was my other one. Oh, I'm livid. I have too much faith in Ferrari.
Do you know why it is Mercedes? Because like every year they add on like another track. So they have a like greater chance of winning races. Because back in the day there's only like 60. Now they've got like 23.
Yeah,
So-
true.
Mhm.
What? Do you know what year it was? Was it the year of the W11?
All I've wrote down is Mercedes, but it did give
probably
me
is.
information on the website, so I don't have it with me, but you can easily find out.
It's
Okay.
either the year. It's the year when 2020 when Hamilton won the 7th, or it's the year where only like Ricciardo won a race other than Rosberg and Hamilton in 2014.
Mm.
So it's probably that year, 2014, I think.
There
Damn.
you go.
Okay,
Bonus question.
question number 2. Which driver holds the longest streak of consecutive wins?
Ooh.
Oh,
If
I know this
am I
one.
going first? Because I know this one.
Yeah, Carlo, you go ahead.
Luke, you can't just copy my answer.
No,
right?
I've got I've got a driver in my head. I promise I won't copy.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know this one for sure?
Oh my days, there's 2. Okay, I'm going to tell
Just
you who
go
I think it is. Okay, I believe it's not my goat, but my goat's son, Sebastian Vettel.
I was gonna go Sebastian Vettel as well. Yeah.
But pause.
Okay.
Now I think it could be Nico Rosberg because he won like 4 in a row at the end of the season. Then the start of the next season, he won 4 in a row again. So you understand
Okay.
what I mean? That's 4 races in a row, like pretty much.
Yeah.
But I think it's Vettel.
This person won 9 consecutive races in 2013.
13.
That was
Yes.
Seb. Yes.
Sebastian Vettel, yeah.
See, I had no doubts. I had no doubts.
Same.
Okay, question number 3. What is the distance of the Miami Grand
Oh,
Prix circuit?
easy,
Now,
easy.
Luke,
Easy.
before we started recording, we talked about one of your videos, and I watched the video, and you said the distance.
You know, I
And I
thought
was thinking, oh gosh,
I thought this was gonna be a question.
Easy.
I thought it was. Carlo, you can go first. I know it 100,000,000%.
Like distance, what are we saying? Miles, kilometers.
In kilometres, I'll give you that.
And 2 decimal placings.
I think, I've
Unless,
no
Luke, I
idea.
mess it up for you and say, do it in miles. No, I won't. Kilometres.
So kilometers. Okay, let me just think.
Yeah.
Majority of them are like between like 4 and 6. So I might just say 5.
Is it?
Just 5.
Okay,
kilometers.
and give me a point as well, 2 decimal places, because I'm going to do the closest to.
5.61.
Okay, Luke.
That's very close. It's 5.41. Yeah.
Yeah,
5.41.
you were really close.
That was
I should get a point for being flat. No.
You get 0.61 of a point.
No, just, yeah.
I knew that was going to be a question.
Question number 4. How many corners does the Miami Grand Prix circuit have?
Oh,
I think
also said this.
I also said this.
I think I know this one though.
Blank amount of corners of why are we even here?
I know this one. It's I'm going first, am I?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No.
I'm not sure. I'll just go first because
Okay.
I don't want to get it wrong, but I believe it's 18 or 19 because I know turn 17 is the long hairpin, and then there's like 2 little corners, so I'm going 19.
Okay, Luke.
It is 19, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
And last but not least, how many laps will there be for the Miami Grand Prix? Oh, that rhymed a little bit.
Did Luke say this one as well?
No, I didn't. Oh, I've read it somewhere before. I'm going to say 58.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a good answer.
I've read it somewhere.
55.
Okay, I'm going to do closest to. One of you is off by 1. The answer is
56.
57.
Oh, yes. Oh, 57.
Luke, you were off by 1. You
Oh.
said 58. My heart broke for you.
Oh. I'm livid about that. I full read that somewhere as well.
So there we go. There's some little facts about the Miami Grand Prix.
Who won that
circuit
one?
you definitely will use during
Yeah.
watching the race.
Did I beat
Well,
Carlo?
surely- we got Mercedes wrong. We got Vettel right. We got the corners right. You knew the distance of the track, and you're 1 off in the
Oh, champ right here.
champ.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to
What do you
reload
win?
this next week.
Yeah.
The reigning champion until next week.
But I think together we did beat like the audience because we got pretty much the majority of it right. So sorry guys, you all lost.
Yeah. If you beat us, let us know, and we'll tell you that you
Let us know in the
didn't.
comments. Yeah. We're gonna. Speaking of people listening to this, we're gonna move on to the viewers' voices, listening to Team Radio. Who's got the
Yes.
first one?
I've got a question from a guy named Leroy, and Leroy said,
What's been going on with Lewis Hamilton this season? Do you think he'll come back?
I like that question.
I love
And I
that
think
question.
my answer comes from my prediction earlier, and I do believe when I said Hamilton will come third, I do believe Hamilton. Now he's back in America, a place he does love. This is the rise of back to, top 2 drivers on the grid, arguably best driver on the grid, Hamilton, and he'll come back and do the races where he'll finish in front of Russell. And then, even though Russell's Mr. Consistent, I do believe Hamilton will come back, return to his form, and be better again. What do you guys think, Luke?
Short answer, yes, absolutely. And I can't wait for it. We know the Mercedes have pace because of where Russell's putting it. We just need Hamilton to pull his head in a little bit, just to refocus. No, he's not in the quickest car on the grid, but get as much out of it as he can. That's his job. His job this year isn't really to win the title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give it a couple more rounds. If he's still not there, his job isn't to win the title. It's to give the team feedback to let him win the title next year.
Because it's always nice to see. It's always nice to see Hamilton at the front, because you then can actually gauge how good other people are, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like when Verstappen's battling with Hamilton, Verstappen's good. When people aren't really battling with Hamilton, then you can't really tell. So it's good to see Hamilton near the front of the field.
Yeah. What about you, Hannah?
Yeah, basically, echoing what you guys said. I'm excited to see when Mercedes do improve and he is back racing at the top. Whether they will get constructors or be fighting for championship is a different story. It's probably unlikely at this point unless something amazing happens. But I think he will improve definitely throughout the season. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. I've got a team radio from Harry, and Harry says,
Hi guys, my question is, what's something you guys like that everybody else hates? Whether that's F1 related or generally related, what's something you guys like that everyone else hates?
I might as well kick it
I've got to
off.
think of it first.
Yeah. I'm just going to think on the spot here. And I wonder if you two like this. Do you guys like sushi?
No.
Oh, I love sushi. Ooh,
Okay.
I love it.
No. I will turn into a sushi roll one day. I eat that much. My local shopping centre, every time I go, I buy sushi. I went there today, and it just feels illegal to not buy sushi.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So
I love it.
good. What's your favourite type?
There's a prawn katsu one, which is like deep fried prawn. Oh, it's unreal. Just thinking about it.
Seafood
Oh.
is just so good. I love it.
You know, I used to hate seafood.
Cold.
What sushi are you eating? It's not like
That-
stone cold.
Nah, I don't know. It just doesn't look appetizing.
Have
then
you ever
one time
tried
I,
it?
Yeah, I tried it once. It was just cold, and no, I don't like it.
It's just cold.
Nah, I don't really like fish in general. To
Put
be
it in the
fair,
microwave.
that's not me. That's one thing I do hate.
Hannah, what's something that you love that most people hate?
Okay, so mine is actually F1 related, but I love the Ferrari race suits, the McDonald's race suits. I love
Oh,
them.
Really?
The black thing here. I
Yeah.
don't think it looks like. I don't know if like McDonald's in America or other places in the world is different, but our McDonald's uniform is green and grey.
yeah,
I don't
agree.
know why everyone says that it looks like McDonald's. But,
Ours is red and black.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
I'm
fair, so
kinda
it's
with
just
you
a
on that
UK
one.
thing.
I'm with you on that one, only because when I saw it at the launch, I laughed, but then when I saw it like in real life, like the people wearing the merch, I was like, it's not actually half bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love it. I just really like the I really like contrasting colours together. So the red with the black, I just think it looks great. I love it.
Yeah. Carlo?
So that's mine.
well, now I'm on the spot. So, what's one thing I do love about F1 that most people hate?
I've got two F1 related. One is the Alpine livery. It's like you said, it's a Marmite livery. I absolutely love it. And another one, Carlo, this one's at you. Monaco.
Oh, I
Actually don't mind
I don't
it.
like it. To be fair, like I'm one of them people who's like I don't really like Monaco. It's a bit controversial because it's just boring. I'm sorry, if it's not raining, yeah, it's boring. I know I'd stay for 2 hours and watch the race, yeah, but it's just they need to do something or change it drastically, otherwise people are just gonna fall asleep every year now.
Maybe
So
it's
might
because I
have to-
just watched 2018 Monaco. Maybe that's why I'm in love with it at the moment.
Oh yeah, but yeah, okay. A bit of a different one. It's kind of like how you said sushi. So, what type of like milk do you guys drink?
Like just straight milk? Like from a cup?
Like Hannah, we
Green
have like
cap.
green cap. Okay.
We've
well,
got full cream.
Wait, what do you have, Luke?
We've got like full
Full
cream.
cream.
Devondale milk. Oh, I love it. Devondale's a brand,
Devondale.
and it's like full cream milk. You get them in little like juice boxes at hotels. They're about this big. Unreal. Like just the best tasting thing ever.
Oh, okay.
I have this debate with my mates a lot. It's like, do you guys like milk? Just drinking milk? Half of us say yes, half of us say no. So the ones that drink it call the others weak bones, and then the other ones, the other group call the ones that drink it like they need help to get strong bones, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well,
I bring it up. Sorry, I bring up the milk debate because I've always had the green cap. In England, it's called green cap. It's called semi-skimmed. But then since I've moved away for university, like literally no one gets green cap. They all get like blue cap. Hannah.
Really?
Yeah.
My
And
brother loves blue cap because he drinks loads of smoothies and milkshakes and stuff, and it's good
yeah.
for that.
yeah.
So sometimes we have blue cap in the fridge, and I'm like,
what's the difference?
But-
Is it different
know what you
brand
mean.
or is it like the color of the lid?
The colour of the lid.
It's-
The colour of the
Oh,
lid is blue.
we've got blue cap then.
So green cap is semi-skimmed, and
Yeah.
blue cap is full fat, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
And then there's like a red one which is like water.
Yeah, tastes like water.
So pretty much I've always thought green cap was the normal thing to drink because like my family had it. But then since I've moved, like nobody ever drinks it. Like, so I thought maybe I'm the weird one now. So and everyone just hates it. But I'm glad you agree.
I'm exactly the same as you. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
What are we
That's
talking
one thing.
about?
From F1 to milk, you know.
F1 to milk.
You know.
Lando would love us.
Yeah, Lando.
No, but going back to what you were saying, Luke, I love drinking milk just on its own.
Just straight
It's
milk.
great.
I've got this
Strong
thing.
bones.
Every night, most nights, I go out and I pour myself a full glass of milk, and I just neck it, and then I go to sleep.
Yes,
That's something I've done since I was
Maybe
like
it's
5 years old.
nostalgic as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
never
well,
put it
it's
in the
literally what I was
dishwasher.
gonna say.
I put it in the sink so that my mum can put it in the dishwasher when she wakes up. And I always get told off for not putting away my dishes, but she loves putting that cup in the dishwasher every morning because I've been doing it for so long.
Okay, my question is from Mariam, and she says,
I know that not long ago it was announced that we're going to obviously have a Las Vegas track. What are your guys' opinions on that? Do you support or are you against it?
The Casino Royale, Las Vegas. I think it's a good thing for F1 that we continue expanding in America, because America is like
That's got the biggest
one of the
market.
biggest
For
market
sure.
ever. Like, I know there's the debate like we should be going to Africa, especially like South Africa. We should expand it to like nearly every continent, but Las Vegas it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great for F1.
Yeah.
Like the money wise and like the views will just go up. So from that point of view, I can see why they've gone there. But then I understand the debate where people just say, nah, it's not good to have 3 tracks in America when we can't even go to Africa for some reason. So I understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to have like 6 tracks in America as long as they're good. I honestly don't mind where the race is as long as the track's good. And there's 2 parts to Vegas. There's the atmosphere, there's a Saturday night race, there's all these good things about it. It's racing down the strip, like it's going to be fantastic. Yeah. But then again, the track is just kind of you know what I mean?
Yeah, when you see like the layout, it's a bit like meh, it's a bit like it could be a Monaco.
Yeah.
It could be a Monaco.
It's just going to be a power-hungry circuit, and like the racing won't be as good. But it's going to be so epic to see a Saturday night race. That's like Sunday midday for me.
yeah.
It's going to be so cool.
Is it? Okay, that's so good. The part of me that's most excited is the fact that it's a street race, and it's just obviously we have street races before, but I just feel like it's something new. Like I know it's not the only street race on the calendar, but you know, Vegas, I don't know, everything about it is exciting.
Yeah.
Under the lights.
I just hope that it lives up to expectations, but these things never do, so we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, a new street race or street track always spells trouble as well.
Yeah.
So you never know. And I was talking to my parents about this earlier, and they were like, is it going down the strip? And I was like, yeah, like a 2 kilometer straight down the strip. And they're like, really? I was like, yeah. And they're like, no. I was like, no, it's happening. It's actually happening. I think that's going to be a cool aspect for it. DRS down
I
the
really want to know what
strip.
the locals think.
Yeah.
They could be like the Miami ones, start protesting.
Yeah.
Noise complaints already.
I have a family friend as well who was over a couple of weeks ago, and they were like, oh yeah, I'm going to Vegas November 2023. I was like, what? How are you going to get tickets? Where are you getting this money from? And they were like, what? I was like, for the F1 race. And they're like, no, we're going to see a boxing match.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, what?
Oh my days.
Bring me with you. I can see myself going. I
hope I go. Like, somehow.
Yeah.
It would just be crazy, man.
If
the
tickets
vibes.
aren't $5,000 each per day, and a hotel isn't going to cost me like a kidney, then I'll go.
I just got to make a friend who lives there.
Yeah. Or if any F1 team is out there and they want 3 beautiful, charismatic F1 enthusiasts to just go and upload, we are here. So
I guess we'll record.
We are
We'll just record a podcast on the strip.
Yeah, it's just. You can even do some driver interviews if you want, like any driver. I don't mind it.
Yeah, we're not picky.
Thank you everyone for listening to this episode 4 of the podcast. We really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you check us out on TikTok and Instagram at the Paddock Pass Podcast, and support us on Patreon as well. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next week after Miami. Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.